It's Thursday Night Football on EA Sports.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we're on to week 2 of the NFL season as we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 7 catches, 64 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
False start, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 40 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
First down, Bengals.
Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his offense is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the offense as well.
He's got his man here. It's Green. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And how about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Mixon. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He's brought down at the
quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd the surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry now for Kareem Hunt.
And a short gain there, so he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 25 carries, 90 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Rolling to his left. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
38-yard line.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now Burrow. They'll find the rookie from Clemson, T. Higgins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches, and T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
He was brought down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Browns will take over first and 10.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 40 now on second down. Mayfield. He gets it left side to Johnson.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's look at it. He'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On second down now, it's Hunt. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Mayfield on the keeper. Incomplete. Intended for David Njoku. Sets up 4th down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Mayfield on 4th down. They'll buy some time right. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jacob Phillips in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
First down, here's Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. First and goal from the 6. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd, finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons, with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target.
Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Burrow will throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Cincinnati.
A 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on fourth down unless there's a disaster on third. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had to feel that they would come back and try it on fourth down.
We are just getting started in what should be an incredible second week of the NFL season. So much coming up later this weekend. You've got Tom Brady's home debut as the Bucs host Carolina. The Chargers hosting KC in their first game of the new SoFi Stadium. Remember, the Rams got the home date in week 1. And then to wrap things up, you've got the first home game for the Las Vegas Raiders. It's going to take a while to get used to saying that as they welcome in New Orleans on Monday night. Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line. Let's go.
57's the mic. Rock 57.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Brought down.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic? Nice tackle.
At their own 20-yard line.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
8 yards on
nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Number 28, Joe Mixon.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Intended for T. Higgins.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
He's got his man, Boyd. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they're going to have another another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line.
23 yards.
Nice catch there by A.J. Green, and at the beginning of his career, a perennial Pro Bowl receiver. Been dinged up a little bit the last 2 years, but now he gets a fresh start without his friend and quarterback, Andy Dalton. His leadership will be key.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20 line.
Joe Burrow.
And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Points the target, and he has it over the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
A 12-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's now 2nd.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. So what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Is good. makes the score. Bengals 17.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
First and 10. At their own.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
8-yard line.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Browns.
First down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And he completes it to Hunt.
Mayfield
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
3.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Browns take over first and 10 at their own.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 29, Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Mixon with a first down carry. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Andrew Sendejo.
And on the stop there, Andrew Sendejo.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. Come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, you know, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Brings up 2nd.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Atkins on the stop.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
55.
Throwing, Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 38-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Nice grab there by Kareem Hunt. It's going to be fun to watch him expand his game here in 2020. Versatile in the passing game, can carry it on the ground as well. Remember, he only played about half the season in 2019. 37 catches and a touchdown during that time. He's going to find more snaps this year and really expand this offense.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bengals' 35-yard line.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Under 10.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Offense.
You gotta be smarter than that, man. Come on.
In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Mayfield able to find Hunt out of the backfield.
Mayfield's pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mayfield.
That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Oh, that was never on target. It's good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Burrows.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 12.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Ball carrier.
Tackled by Jordan Elliott.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
A nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 1st down, Hunt. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 27, Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mayfield now from the 50. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
The ball carrier.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you...
Now Mayfield lost the football, but I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
21-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Darius Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And a Bengal first down.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45.
Joe Mixon.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
44-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, and that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
Burrow's pass.
Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bengals add on to their lead. Seibert on for the PAT.
Point after.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Bengals 31, Browns 10.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
That's good.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First and 10.
On first down, Johnson on poke free. Football's out. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalid Kareem brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
Mayfield's pass intercepted by the Bengals.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try to get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Mixon. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Ball carrier. The Browns on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
That catch good for only a couple. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Complete to Delaney Walker.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
5-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Burrow's pass.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Drew Sample there to make the grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the fourth quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way. They wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start. He's found a way so far here in the second half.
Open man is Higgins. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And that is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Brings up
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
48-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
To the 49-yard line. 2 yards.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Mayfield from the gun on third down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On first and 10, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one goes for 24 yards.
Gain of 20.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder what plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
To second and goal at the 1-yard line.
On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt. He's going to get it running right. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
A 5-yard loss sets up
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And this is going to be caught. So offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah.
It's
silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Bengals, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they will fall to 1-1.
And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.